Hey guys, it's Steve. Sorry, a little bit late today. Actually, lost track of time. I was looking at a couple houses this morning that were totally not worth it. But anyway, um, it's great that Nair and some of the guys have been making inroads on self storage for me. That's wonderful. We did analyze the AI dialer software and discovered that it's within shouting distance of humans. So we're probably going to continue going with that. Not really affecting your side of things. Um, the house I visited today, this is one of those things that you'll never know until someone gets there. This is why we make our offers. We're accelerating our offer process a little bit, and we're ready on the phone once I get on the phone with them to make them an offer. So very quickly, and if you can collect us the data, you can, again, remember, when you're on the phone with the seller, if you can switch me in live or Ryan in live, we can very often come to a number right on the phone. But when you get there, my friend Mike got this lead and he was running it down and whatever. Um, there are some questions that are never covered. In this case, the question is, does the building have a roof? You pull up and immediately you see basketball-sized holes in the roof. Does the building have black mold? So this is why the more information is the better. You'll never think of all the questions, but if you think one that's not on the list, go for it. I know I covered it before, but I want to cover it again. That um, it's great to look for new places. One of the things I struggle with, and one of the reasons that, when you get to my age, you start to look back and say, gee, what were these choices for? Is very often you make choices to go after something that feels like progress, but is simply effort. And that's one of the most important distinctions and decisions to make is, for example, Will is doing a great job making inroads to large developers, large commercial developers. And by the way, I'm going to post, and I'm going to open a message board today where we can post these things for everybody. But I'm going to send out to some people a message board that um, one of my connections, one of my actually long-term friends in the business, she has large developers as clients. And she's almost always acting as a buyer's agent. She's almost always, hey, do you have this? Do you have that? Partially because when she gets something, she has plenty of buyers for it. She's looking for land in Luzerne County, Upper Luzerne County, for 50 unit development. So probably, 10 acres would be tiny, probably 25 to 50 acres. So if anybody's doing land searches, that's something to search. But what I was getting back to is Will is doing a great job making inroads with developers. In fact, he called me today. He's like, I have one in Arizona, one in Texas, one in Arkansas. And I applaud the goal of let's get as many developers, because that's the sector he wants to start working in. Great. But the challenge is you're getting many developers in many parts of the country. Every part of the country you go to requires understanding it, requires knowing the inroads, knowing how it works, knowing the risks of it, knowing the community rules, zoning, especially when you're talking commercial development. Um, so I'm really kind of not enforcing, but I'm kind of strongly stating that we have to kind of stay to the rivers and lakes that we're used to, like the song says. We really want, if we want to go open up a new market, we have to have a reason why we're opening up that market. We have to have a reason why that market needs to be opened up. Kind of thing. So we have to really kind of, make that choice intelligently, and don't just say, oh, this person called me from Nashville with a property. This person called me from Texas with a property, or needs a property in Texas, needs a property in Nashville. Because every time, especially if you're working for a buyer, every time you are um, opening up a new market, you are always opening up something that needs new research, basically. And so really what I'm saying is don't really what I'm saying is don't go to new markets unless there's a reason that you believe in that market. Now, if someone sends you a property, never don't review the property. But that's fine. We can review a property if it comes in. If it's listed with an agent, very small chance we're going to want it. If it's listed with an agent, very small chance we want it. But basically, if I'm kind of doing a bad job of saying this, but basically, don't go far afield because this market, this guy called me from this market looking for a property. Think about that, because if you're acting for a buyer, you know you're not the only one he's calling. Buyers are non-monogamous by definition. They want the deal. They don't care the human that provides the deal, or the AI that provides the deal, or the devil that provides the deal. They want the deal. So just be careful when you're going outside the radius. Also, we have specialty in our radius. We have people buying in our radius. We have a lot of things going for us in our radius. So going outside of our radius is doable. It's fine, but just talk to us first. And no one's expressing interest in lending, which is fine. I'm not pushing you guys in any which way, but lending is another area where you will get easier conversations. As Nair said, conversations are easier in the self-storage mode. Has he reached someone that is ready to do a deal that's at a right price? No, not yet. But people answer the phone because those phones are always manned. There's always a human at the other end. Same thing with lending. Everybody wants to borrow money. Borrowing money is the new, how do I say this? But borrowing money is the new, orange is the new black, I guess. You say, I've got money to lend, people are going to be up your ass for it. So it's easy to get the call going. Do we get the deal closed? Don't know. But we get the call going. That's the biggest thing I wanted to cover. And I don't have anybody else on the call today, unfortunately. So I'm probably going to wrap this up shortly. But a few other things to go over is that nothing beats time calling. Ryan's doing a great job expanding our website and building our web presence. I've built a lot of AI tools and I'm building a lot of the back-end services. We spend a lot of time doing that. You guys, nothing beats time spent calling. Nothing beats time spent walking up and shaking people's hands. Nothing beats time knocking on doors, driving for dollars, whatever else that might be. So really, guys, and we've tried to give. We will give whatever support you guys need. If there's something we're not doing, let us know. But really, it's a matter of we give the data, we have the dialers. You need the graphics. And the other thing is I have Facebook ads, and I've sent this out to everybody. I'm not berating anybody. Don't take this as negative. I'm saying we have these other tools that you may have forgotten exist. We have postings. We have graphics and text for ads, for Facebook posts and LinkedIn posts or whatever. We are also actively looking for a recruitment person, someone whose job is to recruit new agents. So, all right, guys, I guess that's it. Nobody else showed up today. So if you got any questions, give me a call. Thanks. Bye.